Angie Stone, who was singing background with you for D'Angelo, ended up getting pregnant by D'Angelo. Was that during that tour? Or?
Yeah, nah, you know what? It was, I think it was probably already in effect by the time I got there. I think it had already happened. I missed it. I missed the sound bites and everything. So, yeah, I think they had worked that out already. And yeah, I knew that they were dating. They had been a item couple for a long time. But she wasn't, he kept his, he kept it kind of, kept that part away from everybody. I think he was really private. He kept it private. And, those are the ones who knew. They knew that she was his ex, but she didn't come around too much at that moment. I think they were probably taking some time away, but you know, she was very talented and very instrumental in a lot of writing, and just the style itself. Um, the two, they learned a lot from each other.
Well, then in 2002, you do the Thugz Mansion remix with Tupac. Now, Tupac had already passed, what was
Yeah,
it, six years before. But Thugz Mansion was one of these, kind of very interesting songs. There's a few versions of that song, right?
Thug's Mansion. I remember doing the one that I did, and I hadn't heard anything after that one. But when it came to me, it had just an eerie feeling about the whole thing, this whole session. I believe it was done in Marvin Gaye's studio. I think it was. Claudio, who's an engineer and producer, gave me the opportunity, and I went in and I wrote the song. But it was just an eerie moment, eerie feeling time, that song. But it took off. People loved it.
No, you killed it. You killed it
Oh,
on that
thank you, man.
song.
Thank you.
And it was you kind of took it a whole different direction, it seems.
Yeah, I just heard it when I heard the track. It's just like, ain't no place I'd rather be. Um, Chilling with homies and family. Sky high, iced out paradise in the sky. And because Thug's Mansion, I'm thinking of all these beautiful things and the fact that he had already, you know, passed away. He had, also, I'm thinking heavenly as well. So the lyrical approach to me was, what would a Thug's Mansion look like in heaven? It'd be an iced out paradise. And that's what I had in my mental.
Right, because there's another version with Nas.
I haven't heard that one, to be honest with you.
Oh, you haven't heard Thugz Mansion with Nas? It was actually on Nas's album, and there's an acoustic version.
Oh wow! But
Yeah,
I'm not on either one of those.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because there's also a version with the Outlaws. Well, Young Noble of the
Oh
Outlaws.
yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna look
So
I'm gonna look
it's
all
one of these
those up.
songs that kind of
Yeah, I'll look them
yeah.
up, man, because I like that. I like when it's especially Nas. I'm a huge fan of Nas. I- I've done a song with Nas, The World's an Addiction, produced by Salam Remy on maybe 2 albums ago. Yeah,
Mhm.
so huge fan of Nas.
Yeah, and then 4 years later, you ended up redoing "Dear Mama," which you could say is Tupac's most timeless song.
It is, and man, I'm honored to be a part of that song, and just to take the original and then take it and make it feel just as good and just as important and timely as the original. That was pretty. I was pretty excited about it and happy. I didn't get booed.
Well, you have fan bases out there, and you have like the Beehive and so forth, but
Yeah.
universally, the Tupac fan base, I think, is probably just the craziest overall because people really look at Tupac as almost like a biblical figure.
Yes.
You know, the fact that he died so young and he had this massive body of work and all these timeless songs and all the drama surrounding his life and the Black Panther background, and there's so much going on, and the East Coast West Coast beef, and you know, and him and Biggie being connected forever. uh I can imagine there's probably a lot of pressure doing Dear Mama.
Yeah. Yeah. You feel that pressure and you feel like, this is a moment where I want to represent him uh, in the best way possible. And delivering a rendition of this song, it needed to be special. Um, Bring my A game or shut the hell up. And I went in and I sung it with my young, hungry voice, and I was pleased with it.